FreeSpace Social. I'm Kylie Jean, and I am here with two amazing guests. We have siblings, Heather Wilson and Jacob Wells, the founders of GiveSendGo. Tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Oh, wow. So I'm number 5. So
Of all the Sibs.
We're 2 of 12.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, 6 boys, 6 girls, and she's number 2. So she outranks me, so I'll defer to her to answer the rest of the question.
So I am number 2 of the 12. Jacob and I grew up in southern New Hampshire, again, with a big family. I have moved down to Maryland with my family. I have 6 children, so that keeps me busy just in its own, one as an adopted child. And we're just busy growing GiveSendGo so that we can provide for the need that we see in society today.
Yeah. Right, and I'm married as well, 5 kids. Well, let me preface that, foster children.
Wow.
So we have 3 biological, 1 adopted, and a foster. The fosters kind of come and go over time. Military veteran, and just love this path that God's moved us on with GiveSendGo. We're blowing up. We tell people we're not the alternative to that other site. We're the replacement. We're actually growing fast and they're declining. So I see in the next year or 2, we're gonna overtake them.
Yeah, because I had heard because of this other site putting putting some strong clampdowns on what people were able to actually give to. So you guys came up with an answer to this. Tell us a little bit more about that for those who may not be familiar.
Sure. So like 8 years ago, so we're not new to the scene, even though you might have recently started to hear about us. 8 years ago, we were seeing sites like the other site start becoming a thing where people were able to fundraise easily, and we thought, what a great idea. But as Christians, we know that money, as needed as it is, it doesn't provide for that internal need that we all have, which is a hope bigger than ourselves. And we said, what if we were to take this same concept where people can raise funds easily, but also then use it to share hope with people.
Absolutely.
And so the GiveSendGo was born. We started walking it out year after year after year, going, okay, we're growing. We're seeing people come on, use our site for so many awesome things.
Absolutely.
And we were able to reach out and share hope with people during their time of fundraising. And then one morning we woke up and there was like hundreds of hate mail, and it was the first time, and we woke up and something had happened on the site.
So you're probably familiar with the name Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yes, absolutely.
Obviously a big moment in American history a couple of years ago, and his attempt at fundraising for his legal defense after everything went down was shut off everywhere.
Whoa.
He was kicked off of social media platforms, everybody deplatformed, everyone started telling narratives that weren't even true. He wasn't being given a voice to counter any of it. And his crowdfunding campaign landed at GiveSendGo because a couple people said, well, we've heard about this other one and maybe they'll take it. So we wake up and all of this, she said, hate mail's coming in and the campaign's going crazy. And we just looked at it and said, well, in the United States of America, you're innocent until proven guilty. You're supposed to have due process, not prejudged by what the public thinks. There's a date for you in court where the evidence can be examined by a defense and a prosecutor. So what in the world is wrong with raising money for an opportunity to defend yourself?
Absolutely.
There's nothing illegal about raising money for a legal defense.
And then, a year and a half later, he was found not guilty. And people said, we're so thankful you stood behind Kyle. And we said, we didn't stand behind Kyle. We didn't know if he was innocent or guilty. It didn't even matter to us because we determined at that moment we were going to stand for freedom even if we disagreed with somebody. So it did not matter to us, the outcome. It was that he is allowed this in the United States of America.
Which is our right to freedom and equal opportunity.
Absolutely.
So I think that's incredible that that's exactly who you guys are and what you stand for. It's the same thing with us here at FreeSpace Social, is that we believe in providing a voice for everybody to get together as a community and have conversations for small businesses and big businesses alike to be able to share whatever they want to anybody that they want and have those conversations come alive without being shut down by big tech, without being overruled by the fine print that doesn't line up with other people's values. So I think it's incredible that you're doing what you're doing.
It's been an amazing journey. I mean, you probably have seen us more and more beyond the big news stories. We will say 99.9% of the campaigns that come on to GiveSendGo are fundraising for a neighbor who's gone and had a tragic accident or a fire. Some of the just day-to-day life things that happen. We're in over 80 countries now around the world. So you have campaigns in Japan and Australia and Africa now. We just expanded into some. There are campaigns everywhere. We're growing way faster than our competitors. Within a year or two, we say, like we said earlier, we're a replacement. Like in a free market society, which is what we live in, replacement companies can come along and upend the ones that are segmenting half of their user base by saying we don't like you and we're not going to allow you to fundraise because we disagree with you. We say, you know what, we may not even agree with you. You're welcome to use GiveSendGo because we get to share hope with you at the same time. One of the things that we have is a prayer team that calls every campaign.
Yeah, so it's one of our first teams we put together. It's we hire people. We have an amazing group of people that we hire and they call every campaign. So if you were to start a campaign on GiveSendGo for your sister's cancer diagnosis, you would get a phone call that says, hey, I'm your prayer partner, I've read your campaign, can I pray with you right now on the phone? And people are blown away. Even people who don't have any religious background, any faith background, they go that you're calling me and listening to me. Really what GiveSendGo is, we want to become more than just a fundraising platform, but a community for people to be able to have a voice and to hear that there's hope in their situation. And so all these campaigns like Jacob was talking about that are not the political unrest and the things that throw us in the national spotlight, those are the ones we look at and we, whenever I'm looking at the political spotlight and saying, what a mess, right? I can go to GiveSendGo and I can scroll through and say, wow, look at all the ways God is still working. When someone has a house fire, no one's saying, are you Republican or Democrat? I'm not going to give to you. People come together on GiveSendGo to make a difference in the world.
That's incredible, and it truly is building up your community and pouring into people. And what an amazing opportunity you guys have to be able to steward that well for others.
Yeah, it's not a small thing. We don't take it lightly. We've definitely realized over this past couple of years, God's put something very special in our lap, and we are humbled every single day by this. It's
we're responsible for the he's responsible.
We have no clue what we're doing. It's amazing. It's really an amazing journey. We're very excited about what the future is. We really think that, I've said this in a couple other places, GiveSendGo is the tip of the spear. Like big tech is this wall of technology and big companies that have all sided with one frame of thinking, and we see GiveSendGo as the best position to actually take one of those down, the first one down, because of our growth pattern and what's out there. We're going to see that other big platform that does crowdfunding fall in the next couple of years, and we're going to see that they're not as invulnerable as some people may think.
So where can people find more information on GiveSendGo?
Sure, very easy. GiveSendGo.com. You can go on, scroll through campaigns. You can start a campaign. It literally takes minutes to start a campaign. We recently updated our logo. We updated our website design. Lots happening. Our security, our process to connect to a payment processor. We have done everything we can to make it as easy as possible for people to start raising funds immediately. And we're even adding platforms like FreeSpace so that when you go to share, you can hit, I want to share it.
That's amazing.
Because we were like, when we first started, Facebook and Twitter, they were the ones, right? And now we're going, okay, bye-bye, you're just getting lower on our list because we want to point people to the platforms that are doing exactly what we're doing, giving people a voice.
That's amazing. Well, here at FreeSpace, we are in your corner. We think you guys are doing amazing things, and we just appreciate how you're standing and harvesting community in this aspect and the crowdfunding space. Make sure you guys check out GiveSendGo. Thank you so much for your time today, Jacob and Heather.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.